Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Team Big Play. So today what we got for you is something a little bit different, kind of changing it up. We have a card discussion about this card right here, Lost Wind. So I'm going to put a picture of it up right there so you can see its effects. I'm just going to read it out to you just in case. What you do is you target one face-up special summon monster that your opponent controls. That monster's effects are negated and the attack is halved. Then if this card is in your graveyard, if your opponent summons a monster out of the extra deck, you get to reset it. So before we go ahead, normal shout outs to Side Deck Cafe. I also want to shout out Team Bio. I kind of seen them come up a couple months ago because I think one of their members won a YCS, so they're a bit of a smaller channel too, so I understand that. So shout outs to them, Side Deck Cafe. Everybody else out there and the other members of Team Big Plays, I also want to say thank you. And if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, notification bell. Alright, so moving on, we're going to do this kind of in 4 different sections. Pros of the card, cons, matchups, and then comparisons, to kind of others that are similar to it. So, pros of the card, 1, effect negation, 2, half the attack, 3, you get to do it twice out of 1 card. So essentially here, let's say you're going against Thunder Dragons, right? Somebody, say your homeboy's just in your flag girl, right? And he just slaps that Titan on the board with that 3,300 attack body. You flip this over. Not only are its effects negated to prevent it from being destroyed, its attack is halved, which substantially decreases it, which I'm pretty sure brings it to about, I want to say 1,650 attack. So that makes it way easier to beat over, and then, its effects are negated, so it can't save itself. So there are kind of a couple other monsters too, let's say your opponent multi-faker effects go off, you flip this, no search. So the only, well no, because we're going to get to drawbacks in a second. Another pro is that you get to reset this. So compared to a lot of other cards, if this card gets popped, sent to the graveyard, you get to reset it. So the only way your opponent's going to get rid of it is if it bounces back or they banish it, which Topologic Gisbania, which is the monster that's normally going to do this, unless they're running Cosmic Cyclone, it's not going to get banished very often. So yeah, you get 2 uses out of it, which is nice. Also, another benefit that I noticed, let's say your opponent special summons, I don't know, what's a monster that has a special summoned effect that goes off right when it is? I don't know, I'm kind of at a blank for this one. Alright, so let's say your opponent special summons Borrelsword Dragon, right? Borrelsword Dragon hits the field, or actually, no. Nightmare Unicorn. Let's say Nightmare Unicorn hits the field, right? Effect goes off. Flip this, negate its effect, send this to the grave. Now, let's say your opponent's like, oh, I'm just going to go into Gumblar Dragon now. So they go into Gumblar, set it back, you get it for the next turn, which can provide a lot of different advantages. One, not only have you caused disruption once, you're going to get to do it a second time, as well as you get those 2 attack halves, which, if you're hitting a big Link 4, your opponent's already put it, or even Rongo, before number 75 slips under it, they've already put in so many resources that one-time disruption was just perfect. And then, not only did you do it once, you get to do it again, half attack, you're going to beat over that monster. So, enough about the pros, there's cons and pros to everything. So, we're going to move on to the cons. Now, some of the cons of the card is that it's a trap card, so it's going to be a little slow going first. It's awesome going second. It depends on the deck you run. I can't even think for going second Trick Stars, I know. Trying to think. Solid Man Greats. I've seen this working in Solid Man Greats before. especially because they can pitch. If you're running a danger deck, you know, pitch it, then you can set it once it's in your grave. So you get some practical uses out of it too if you're trying to build nightmares. Or actually, you know, even if you are running Rongo, let's say you're trying to gumball your opponent, right? You just send this. If your opponent somehow bounces back, you get to set this, flip it again to get rid of whatever they have the next turn. So yeah, but some cons, it's a trap card. So that makes it generally pretty slow as well. You know, it's still susceptible to cards like Cosmic Cyclone, which banish, which normally wouldn't be too big of a problem, but that card has been seeing a bit more play recently. However, what has not is Topologic Trisbana. I play it, but a lot of other people don't. So, but yeah, cons, I don't know. That's kind of like the main, oh, well, it does have that setback that it has to be a special summoned monster. Other than that, though, I think it's a really good card. So we're going to move on. Let's see. Pros. What was it? Pros, cons, matchups, comparison? Cons, matchups, comparison. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to flip that around. We're going to do comparisons first. So comparing it to cards that do effect negation, you have Forbidden Chalice, Effect Veiler, Infinite Impermanence. I'm considering Evenly Matched doesn't negate, so I'm not going to compare it. We're just going to compare it to, you know, your good negations. So, first off, Infinite Impermanence. Now, Infinite Impermanence is a hand trap. However, it does have some limitations. Like, let's say you set it, because you have monsters on the field, right? Because you're going second. What this has over that is that has to be in the same column. So your opponent could be like, that's an Infinite Impermanence. I don't have the resources to get rid of it, so I'm just going to play around it, which you can do. However, with this card, activate it. Doesn't matter. So it's kind of depends on your deck whether, oh, I'd rather have the hand trap or I'd rather have two uses out of it. Because, you know, Infinite Impermanence, you're only getting one use. This you're getting two out of one card. So if you have two, that's essentially 4 negates. Not only do you negate, you have their attack. So it's, would I rather have 2 uses and the attack loss, or would I rather just have hand trap? So the way the meta is kind of shifting, speed is relative to the deck. Rongo, you're going to want the speed to slap out impermanence. Actually, no. Your main word is hand traps. I don't know. A lot of the upcoming decks, Salamangrates, Trick Stars, you got Prank Kids. Yeah, you're more worrying about hand traps. So speed from cards like Infinite Impermanence isn't super necessary. I'd rather have something that I can use twice. Because, you know, they're going to be trying to pull out monsters that can get rid of your problems and your solutions. And then, you know, if they get rid of it, they get, like, let's say they red reboot your, actually, next red reboot. It's so hard. Let's say they negate your infinite, right? It's gone. That's it. It's gone. It's done. But if they negate this, you get it again. So comparing to Infinite Impermanence, it's just a question of speed. Now comparing it to Effect Veiler is basically Infinite Impermanence, but a bit more limited. This you can activate anytime. Effect Veilers during the main phase. So personally, I'd rather play this over Effect Veiler. Like I said, I think it might be a bit better for side decking, just because of the speed difference. You know, like, oh, I know I'm going second, so I'd rather have a hand trap. Or, oh, I know I'm going first, so I'd rather have this. And then Forbidden Chalice, you know, Forbidden Chalice, it just negates. Not only that, it gives your opponent's monster attack. So this, I'd rather have over that, because, you know, I'd rather not give my opponent 400 more attacks, because that can make a difference. Like, say, Boarload and Titan, right? Like, the reason Titan can't go over Boarload is because Boarload can drop its attack by 500, which is small, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's not. That's what's going to prevent your opponent from actually beating over it. So yeah, card comparison. I think it's a second. It's definitely a second going card. I don't know. I main deck it preferably, but I think for y'all, you're probably gonna want to keep it side deck until you know you're used to it and you know how your deck works and how the meta's gonna shape up, because it's, you know, the meta's about to change pretty drastically. So, all right, and then comparisons, matchups. All right, matchups. So this you're gonna be running honestly against any deck that's uses special summon monsters. My Akashi FTK. You know, I'd rather hit that tower. Thunder Dragons, especially getting 2 uses out of it, is really helpful because you can slap out 3 Colossus or a Titan, 2 Colossus, that kind of stuff. Altergeists, you got Multi-Faker, you got Marionetter, Meliseek, Trickstars, all the monsters except Candida. Yeah, Rongo Miniad, you want to hit the wrong. If you hit Rongo before number 75 goes under it, you're in a pretty good position. Gumblar, you hit the Gumblar, you're doing pretty solid. So it's very versatile. It goes against a lot of decks. The hardest part is just kind of figuring out if you want it in your main deck. So yeah, so personally, in my opinion, I think this card is a great card moving forward, especially since we don't know how the meta is going to change, but we do know, you know, special summoning monsters is not going to go anywhere. It's also very cheap as compared to cards like Infinite Impermanence, which last time I checked is like $70. It's between 70 and 90. So cheaper alternative. It's going to be really good going moving forward compared to a lot of other things. You get 2 uses out of it and attack drain. So those are just my opinions. Of course, it's up to you to decide. I've probably been rambling a little bit, so if you've gotten to the end of this, I applaud you. Thank you for staying. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. And yeah, you know, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, notification bell. Come on, I'm trying to get there. Alright, and I should see you, I think, Saturday. The upload's probably not going to be on Saturday. It's probably going to be on Sunday, but I'm going to have a bunch of footage because I'm going to a locals tournament. Whoa, big surprise. Locals. But yeah, I'll definitely have you a lot of coverage. Those guys go pretty hard there. So expect to see some pretty good things moving forward with this. I should have another team member. He should be making videos soon, probably once I get back. So yep. Alright, guys. Well, that's it. Team Big Play signing off.